Being a race car driver has been my dream since I was a young boy.
It would mean everything to be a part of the Nissan racing team.
My passion is to drive cars, and this is my opportunity.
To get that shot, to drive in front of people who matter.
I'm Donnie Jones, host of GT Academy. 400,000 Gran Turismo 5 gamers entered a contest, hoping their skills in the game will transfer to the track. Only the 16 fastest will fight for the ultimate prize. The prestigious red helmet and a shot at becoming a professional race car driver for Nissan.
So you think you got what it takes?
Oh yeah.
World-famous Silverstone Raceway is the battleground as the gamers clash in motorsport challenges on and off the track. Some of auto racing's top names judge the action and decide who stays.
For me, that was so poor, I can't even believe it.
Who goes home. In the end, the winner takes all race decides who goes pro. Only one will make the jump from virtual to reality. Victory is anyone's. Saw that, right?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's not a video game. This is real life. $400,000 Gran Turismo 5 gamers entered a contest on the PlayStation Network. The top 32 virtual gamers got invited here to Comic-Con San Diego. I'm only taking the 16 fastest with me to Silverstone.
The top 16 from here will move on to Silverstone for a chance to become a pro racing driver with Nissan.
Last year, Brian Highcotter went from being an unemployed gamer to a professional race car driver. The ultimate dream come true. Now these gamers are hoping to follow in his footsteps.
The opportunity that these guys have is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Congratulations to you 16 headed to GT Academy at Silverstone Circuit in the UK!
A lot of what these guys are learning here at the tournament, playing Gran Turismo and becoming really good at it, will give them a leg up when they get in their real car. So I expect it to be a similar kind of deal where they jump into the car and they're quick right out of the box.
The top 16 gamers from across the US packed their bags and came to the birthplace of Formula One racing, the Silverstone circuit in the UK.
Everybody knows Silverstone. It's a very historic track, and it's absolutely amazing to be here.
This is incredible. I know there's no way I would have ever made it here any other way other than the Nissan GT Academy.
Being one of 16 out of 400,000, that's like the 99th percentile of the 99th percentile. You just feel like you're a god.
Let's go, everybody out, everybody out, everybody out, everybody out. Let's go, let's go. All right, gather around, let's go. How you guys feeling, good? Yeah. All right, my name is Donnie Jones. I'll be your host of GT Academy 2012. You guys all competed in Gran Turismo 5 to be right here today, and only one of you will remain. All right, head to the barracks, unpack your stuff, get suited and booted because the journey is about to begin. You ready for that? Yeah! All right.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, looking pretty good.
I think if we go bigger, it might be too big.
Okay, that's good with me, my friend.
I like it. I can get used to it. Yeah.
The gamers hit the karting track, where many top pro drivers hone their racing fundamentals.
I mean, at GT Academy, what we believe in, and it's true, is karting is probably the closest thing to actually being in a race car. So it teaches you a lot of the basics that you need in car racing.
This is their first chance to show the judges they have what it takes in a race environment. Marie-Eve Dufault, kart champion and the first Canadian-born woman in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Boris Said, a two-time 24-hour Daytona champion and the only American to win the 24-hour Nürburgring. Danny Sullivan, Hall of Fame driver and 1985 Indianapolis 500 champion. Helping to inform the judges are the GT Academy instructors. They will help our gamers develop the skills to go pro. Throughout this competition, there'll be a variety of challenges to see if you guys have what it takes to be the next GT Academy champion and to win this prestigious red helmet. Are y'all ready?
Yeah!
All right, your first benchmark challenge. You'll hop into a Nissan 370Z and take it for one flying time lap around the track. Now, there's 16 of you here, and at the end, there will only be 14. The two with the slowest times will be leaving us today. You want to become a professional race car driver? Starts right now. Victory is anyone's.
These guys have gone from video games to go-karts to their first time in a car. So right now, they either got to put a number on the board or they're going home.
I don't have to wear gloves, right?
No. This is new to me because I usually drive one-handed. I mean, it's that
Yo,
bad?
I'm gonna kill you for doing that.
Okay.
I'm gonna murder you
Don't
if I
ever
see
do
that
that.
happening. Don't ever do that with me.
I'm still learning the course. The instructors are not allowed to say anything, so it's just us trying to figure out things on our own.
Nice. Not bad.
It's a lot faster than what I'm used to. We're used to driving speed limit back home.
Pretty much. Cool. Thanks, mate. Well done.
And this time I had no limits.
Number 24, Darwin Albano.
My name is Darwin Chidoro Albano. I am 25 years old. I'm from Temecula, California, and my screen name is Darweezy. Initially, I never told my parents that I was doing a GT Academy. They just saw me playing video games for 2 hours a day. I've been in need of a change of pace in life. Instead of going back to school, having the track as my office, it sounds a lot better to me. My friends always tell me to drive faster. I drive like a senior citizen.
He's really slow, always stops at stop signs for like the longest amounts. Go now, go now.
I won't make it. The outpouring support that my family and my girlfriend have given me, I know they'll support me, and even if I end up coming home depressed, they still have my back.
You guys are like breathing really hard.
Do your thing, okay?
Remember, they get really one lap to go home for the start.
Just like NASCAR, you get one lap to qualify.
Yeah. This is dealing under pressure.
Technically, that was very good.
Darren, back off.
Coming out of the last corner, I got into the grass on the left-hand side, and I actually did damage to the car. So the judges were not happy about that.
Being that that's the first time I've ever had a car on track, I think I'm happy with that. I don't plan on going home today.
My hair actually does manage to fit in this thing somehow. I mean, granted it's an extra large helmet, but it does indeed fit.
I backed it off where I needed to, just to make sure I got a clean one. I think my pace is already pretty good, and I could definitely go quicker.
On Gran Turismo 5, I used the 370Z. Felt really comfortable with that car. And then coming out here, it was just a blast. It's vibrating through you, you feel it in your hands, you feel everything. It's absolutely amazing.
Eric did pretty good. He's freaking up.
I feel for a guy with hair like that.
He's rooting for the hair. Who knows?
You're fired.
I felt really comfortable in the car. I think I got all my braking points down and my shift points, so hopefully that'll help give me an edge.
I mean, today being the first benchmark challenge, two guys are going to go home that basically just didn't have the instinct for it. But all the rest of the guys now, they're going to get their instruction, and we'll see where they take it from here.
I like it. I highly approve.
Time for the first cut. Now there's a tie for second to last, so judges, you will determine who will join our last place finisher on the long flight home.
The main thing with him was he wasn't that bad technically as a driver. His lines and everything were good. He knew the racing lines. He just massively overslowed the car.
He was too slow into the quick corners and too fast into the slow corners.
We've made our choices and we've got to
take care of it and move on.
All right, gather round. Only 14 can continue. 2 of you will be going home. There's actually a tie for the second slowest lap. Judges, how'd you make your decision?
Darren and Reese, I can't believe that you did it, but you both tied for second to last. Darren, you went off on the first lap and then damaged the car. So unfortunately, you're going home. Reese, you really need to step up your game from this point forward.
Darren, you're not the only one going home. Darwin, you actually had the slowest lap. Gentlemen, please pack your bags and turn your helmets. Your race from virtual to reality ends here.
I've never failed at anything. I just came in here with no experience, and I just was outclassed by the other competitors. I mean, I learned things pretty quickly. I would have performed a lot better if I had the experience under my belt.
It's quite hard to see myself pursuing this dream because I got knocked out so early. And I don't know about grad school. I didn't study for 3 months because I focused on this. Yeah, it's tough.
That's a wrap on Benchmark 1. Coming in with the fastest lap was Jeff Stewart, followed by Austin Cobb and Nick Barbado. Rounding out the bottom was Edward Gomez, Reese Gould, and the first 2 evictees of GT Academy, Darren Guiao and Darwin Albano. 14 competitors are left to fight for the coveted red helmet. Through Benchmark 1, and 2 guys have already been eliminated. The 14 remaining gamers need to prove they can handle the extreme physical demands of racing.
Well done. We put them through a bank of tests which allow us to assess a range of physical skills which are relevant in motorsport. Whoa. Eric is genuinely shocking.
It would be an understatement to say I'm the least physically fit of all of the competitors.
Y'all ready for the next competition? Yeah! It's called the Quadrathlon. First, 14 gamers will sprint through the tires, pick up 1, and hustle to the single-seaters. The 2 of you who don't get cars are out of this race. The first 12 of you to reach the cars will suit up and take 2 laps around Stowe Circuit. Then you'll race to 8 bikes. The 4 who don't get bikes are out of this race. The remaining 8 gamers race to only 4 370Zs. Hop in the cars, take 2 laps around the national circuit, and race to the finish line. This competition will test your mind, your body, and your driving skills. Good luck.
I can't wait to go through this because it looks like a whole lot of fun.
Ready? Go!
There you go.
Go.
Start running, and everyone is going Mach 3. I pass a lot of guys, apart from Jet, who's absolutely ridiculous.
I've never ran before in my life, but I guess I can run pretty good, apparently.
The first one, 27?
Jet.
Yeah, Jet is in pretty good shape.
Everyone knew Jet Chandler was #1. We knew he was quick in the cars, and we knew he could run. He was basically a professional bicyclist, so we just checked him off to win.
Eric's already in trouble. You're really kind of throwing some stuff at them to see how well they adapt. But only 12 will get to take off in the cars. So if you weren't physically fit, you were not making it to the next stage of the competition.
Start the engines, the adrenaline starts to get going, and the pain disappears.
My legs were just beat. I could barely drive the cart. I knew that this was a chance for me to make up time.
My pace is terrible when it comes to running, so I knew I was doomed from the start.
Two slowest gamers who didn't reach the single-seaters in time are Gomez and Rivera. They're out of this race.
I don't think anybody should be able to touch Jet on a mountain bike.
He's on his game.
All I do is ride bicycles every day, and I felt I had a very good edge on that one.
The chin strap of my helmet was stuck. I had someone help me out. It was about second or third place at that point.
I get out of the open wheel car and I run and I drop my helmet and I look at those bikes. There were 3 guys running for them and I sprinted faster than I've ever sprinted in my life.
It was like musical chairs. Everyone got there first and I was just standing there in defeat.
The gamers who failed to get bikes are Deem, Gould, Rice, and Lund. They're out of this race.
Right as I get to the bikes, the last one leaves. I'm really afraid that this might be leading to me being caught.
Just have trouble with the physical aspects running. It's just not my strong suit.
I ended up getting onto the bikes in about 3rd place. However, at that point, my legs, my mind, my lungs were just completely done.
I still had a lot of catching up to do. I was around 6th or 7th pulling out of the bike area, but within 100 meters, I passed a few guys.
I just look back a couple times and make sure if I had a good gap. The whole idea of that competition was to get your heart rate up and to see if you can drive under certain circumstances like that.
Are you feeling right?
During that part of the competition, I was feeling really good, you know. Got to the Z, I'm absolutely stoked to get out there.
I had a little bit of an advantage over Nick, who was also chasing me down.
I blew by 4 guys. I feel like my lungs are gonna explode. I got into the pit box and saw a Z waiting there and said, holy crap, is that for me? Got in the car and away I went.
One lap ahead.
I rode into the garage, threw the bike down, and I found my way into the pit road. There was no car to be found. All 4 were on the track, and I was done.
Number 5, I guess.
The gamers who failed to reach the 370Zs in time are Alves, Stewart, Preston, and Doherty. They're out of this race.
I was the first one to cross the line.
Very, very well done. Thank you.
I was very happy with that.
Fitness in racing is paramount, particularly in long-distance racing, 24-hour racing. You're in the car for great lengths of time. It's physically demanding. You have to be fit. You have to have muscle strength and stamina.
Well done, dude. Thanks. Nice one.
So I pulled in and I see Boris and Danny Sullivan, and I start talking to them, and then the news was dropped.
You finished 4th, but because you never strapped up your helmet, they disqualify you. That's a safety thing. You don't want to wreck without a helmet. You end up like me.
Awesome at driving?
Yeah. Or me. Well, if you ask my wife, not quite right in the head.
Barbado crossed the finish line in 4th place, but because he didn't fasten his helmet strap, he's been disqualified. That's a wrap on the quadrathlon. That, my friends, is 2009 Formula Drift champion Chris Forsberg. He's a Nissan driver. Chris Forsberg is the third winningest driver in Formula Drift history. In case you haven't noticed, it's the Drift Challenge. Let's get sideways. The 14 remaining gamers will drift in the Nissan 370Zs in a figure-8 pattern. Using the pole attached to the drift car, competitors must knock off 8 targets. The judges will consider number of hits, car control, and style. Steve Doherty, you're up.
This really teaches car control because not only do you have to hang the car out in a power slide, you need to be able to change directions. And that's really where the trouble comes in for most of the competitors.
That was kind of bad.
We got Joe Alves coming out now. He's too hard on the wheel. You can see he's not letting the car rotate. That's why he's spinning like that.
I was basically a wild cat out there.
We had Edward Gomez. It was a disaster. Terrible. He's good at decimating everything, but I don't think he has much really good control.
Austin Cobb, you're up.
Back up, back up.
No good.
Go get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. That was close. Good transition. Go. That's called bailing out. Can't get it started.
He stalled it.
Stalling.
Losing time.
29, Matt Cresci.
My name's Matt Cresci. I'm 19 years old and I live in Los Gatos, California. My PSN screen name is Top Gear 3793. Ever since I understood what a car was, I've been hooked. People may think that since I'm young, I might be a little bit ignorant or something, but I know that going into this competition, I have to be willing to learn. There's always room for improvement.
Matt has a talent that I see as common with a lot of super successful people. He will commit to something, he'll try it, he will learn, he'll adapt, and he'll do it again. And he'll do it again, and he'll do it again, and he'll do it again. That's what's going to take him to the next phase.
See the checkered flag, slammed the accelerator pedal, spun out in front of the judges. As I stopped, threw a peace sign out the window.
Yeah.
It looked awesome, even for me. I don't like to sound cocky, but it was pretty freaking cool. Definitely one of the coolest things I've done in my life.
No, he uses the brake to stop the car from spinning.
And the transition is definitely the most difficult part.
I just hope that I don't make a complete fool out of myself.
Your instinct is to not drift. It's just a skill set that you need to learn, you know? I've never done it before.
While the gamers sit down for a well-earned dinner, the judges and instructors get down to business.
Did anybody have somebody that you didn't really like?
Joe Alves.
And the go-kart was great.
It was really
good.
good.
And today on the track, I didn't see anything from it. I saw a complete disconnect here where he just didn't feel the car.
He did improve a little.
I think that guy's attitude's so good. If he had a chance to work with you guys, he might be able to figure it out.
What about this guy?
Ready to go, I would say. He's definitely just out of his depth a bit now.
I want to be careful about some of those guys that didn't get a chance to drive because they couldn't run.
I'd like to bring the issue with Nick Barbado. What do you think about what happened on the track, about the helmet and the safety?
The fact that Stephen DM lost out at transition by trying to do everything by the book to somebody who didn't is unfair, hence the disqualification.
He's on the bubble for that. Well, gentlemen, thank you again for your experience and expertise and input.
What's up, guys? I need you to put your fork down, please. It's been a tough competition. The judges have decided that 4 of you are not stacking up and are gonna go home. Edward Gomez. Reese Gould. Jeff Lund. Joe Alves. Please pack your bags, turn in your helmets. Your race from virtual to reality ends here.
Six people in one day. That's rough. Maybe race car driving isn't the optimal career move for me. One and only shot. Took it as far as I could.
I'm kind of surprised I got knocked out this early, and that I figured I'd last at least a few more days. If they gave me a little bit more of a chance, I think they would have been surprised. I'm trying my best to hold back the tears.
You know, things aren't terrible. I got a beautiful wife at home. I got a child on the way, so been a great experience. Really enjoyed my time here. All these guys really deserve to be here.
Like, the last name was called, and I was like, are you serious? I'm not going home? How does this happen?
Today was definitely a day full of many surprises.
Next time on GT Academy.
All the blood is trying to rush out of your brain, and that's what makes you pass out.
Oh my goodness, I'm about to battle 3 pro instructors. What's gonna happen?
He's right on his tail.
He's working on it.
Look at this, he's trying to go around the outside. Got one.
Oh, who's that in the grass? Go to spike.com for full episodes and a chance to win GT Academy prizes.